Come on in, come on in, come on in.
Come on in, y'all.
Better make it because we got a lot to do.
God bless you.
Come on in.
Let's see who's the first one on. It's time, y'all. It's time. All right, Pamela Grimes.
Hey.
Michael Starlin. Hello, hello. Danielle.
Hey,
Kimberly.
come on in.
Alfred Young. Give me a call this week. Yes. I'm glad you're on. Give me a call this week. We're going to touch bases. Hello, 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 hello,
Hey, y'all. Come on in.
Katrina, Gabrielle, Dwella Malone, Shakira Clark. Y'all come on in. Tristan Boyer. We got Lady Pierce's playlist going. Not much has changed. All this boop, boop, boop. Yes, y'all come on in. Listen, share.
Share and tag.
Yes, a family Grimes reloaded. Come on in, family. Come on in.
Hey, y'all. Good evening.
Shout out to RC Nation. I see you, Cicely, Kimberly, Alexandria,
Hey, y'all. Come on in.
Doc Harris,
Make sure you tag and share.
T. Bernie Wahlberg. Y'all come on in. Antonio Clark, Cynthia Blackman, Willie Ann. Y'all come on in, family. Who's ready for Raw? Did y'all miss us? Y'all come on in and share. Tag. Tonight is going to be good.
Yes.
We're back. Adrian said, I love that message.
Thank you.
Y'all look very regal. I received Corey King. Bless us, man. Y'all come on in, RC Nation. Tag. Monday Night Raw. Real and uncut.
Yeah.
Erica.
Hey, Erica.
Erica has thrown us away, baby.
Oh, wow.
How many of you already put your children to bed? They're in the other room. I've been excited about this all day. I know that's right, Mimi Tom.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Come on in, family. Hello, I see you. Cindy, Michelle.
Come on in, family.
I see you. Deidre, Coretta.
Hey.
Come on in. Y'all know, Jordan, I love it. Y'all know if we miss you all, we'll always go back and read the comments. You have time to tag and share. Yes, we're a couple of minutes behind, but let's extend some grace. This is the first one. The first reloaded.
Yes, first reload.
Yeah, in a few months. So y'all come on in and tag and share. Tag, share, tag. Whether you're single, married, divorced, or confused, Monday Night Raw is the place for you.
Absolutely.
Come on in, family. That's it. Tag, share.
And share and take.
It just said Joshua asked her son, the youngest one, why I can't join Monday Night Raw real. Come on in, family. I love it. Hello.
Hey, y'all. That's right, Michael Starlin. Raw.
The men are excited about Raw. The husbands, singles are excited about Raw. That's awesome. We're going to play this song out and we're going to begin.
Yes.
Love this. Well, thank you. We're back. We got some great things planned.
Yes.
Wake up in the morning,
Kaylee up about to cry because she can't watch tonight's show. Go to bed.
Yes.
Hello, all of you. Hello. We're excited about tonight. It's been a busy Monday.
It has.
But it's on. Again, did y'all miss us? I have my popcorn. I love it. Hey, the hard time. See you. Come on in.
Thank you, Kim Green.
Love the bake. Look. Ella Washington, Lady Pierce, yeah. Come on in, family. Like, share, tag. Like, share, tag. All right, I see you, Patricia Green Jackson. That's it, Terrell Lane. Like, share, and tag. I know I missed wrong. I love it.
We miss y'all.
Michael Stoller said, children go to bed. Santa Claus coming. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I see you, Big Rod. Man, you know what? Shout out to the men of the RC Nation.
Yes.
That is awesome. That's right, y'all. Tag about 10 couples, 10 singles, and 5 people that are confused on your friends list. Tell them you don't want to miss Raw, Real, and Uncut. Krista Martin, hey!
Hi!
Bless you and the hubby, yes! Bless you, we miss y'all. We got AP's playlist going, so y'all know what that is. Well, the last time I tried to play Dr. Jesus, said he'll make everything all right. You know.
Gotta speak with my playlist.
Nobody was with me but Trent and the other quartet singers. That's it. Tag somebody from the RC Nation RC that you have not seen on yet. Hello. God bless you. We got people on from Valdosta, Columbus, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Warner Robins, Colorado, Tallahassee, Florida. Yes. I saw Orlando, Florida. I saw Savannah, Georgia.
Yes.
Wow. Come on, y'all shout out wherever you're from. That is awesome.
It is awesome.
We got Sylvester, Georgia.
Yes.
Dawson, Georgia. Yeah, I love it. I like Queen Pretty playlist. It's all right. That's right, Albert. We got North Carolina on. I love it. We have Atlanta on. Ernestine Collins. Hey. Jacksonville is on.
Wow.
Ernestine Collins Jones, I saw something. She has a powerful testimony. I only saw some snippets of it on Facebook. Send me your contact info. I think your testimony would be a blessing to a lot of All right. Hello. It is time. It is Monday night. Raw, Real, and Uncut. Reloaded. Reloaded. I am so excited about being on tonight. It has been a few months. And listen, y'all, for those of you that have followed us, some of you have gone back in the past few days after we announced that we were coming back with the Reloaded, and you went back and looked at what we had going on Monday nights. This time is real laid back. It's fun. We laugh. We deal with real issues, and it is definitely raw. We talk about everything from the bedroom to the bank account.
Yeah.
But we enjoy it.
We do.
And I have missed y'all.
I have too. I really have.
Yeah. I mean, this past, how long has it been?
Ooh, about 5 months.
About 5 months. Well, we're pastoring during this pandemic. We're doing life. And we have children and all of those good things. And school, y'all, is still going. Still, after this, I think I'm done. I am sick of school. Professor, if you're watching me, but between school, watch this. Not only that, the responses we have received from people. And I'm one of those pastors. I'm one of those people that I whatever I'm doing, I want to give it everything that I have.
Everything, yeah.
And y'all have read the chocolate letters, and if you are on and you don't know what the chocolate letter is, you are late. Where have you been, under a rock or something? But with the chocolate letters, still people write in, and they have at least one session with us, and a lot of those sessions, a lot of times that session turns into sessions. And with giving and all we have with that, and believe it or not, family, we are still contacting people that have reached out, people that sent emails with questions and different things going on in their life. And so we needed that time.
We did.
Watch this. It's okay to take a break.
It is.
It's okay to take a break. It's okay to pause for a minute, errands, and then jump right back in and do what it is that you are doing. Do what it is that you are called to do. So it's been so what you've been up to during this time? So you said school and
ministry, and just catching up with those that, like you said, reached out to us during the last real raw and before it was reload, before we came to this place of being reloaded. We were still reaching out to the ones and helping, counseling, and all of that, and it's just been amazing.
One of the things is too why we said, okay, we got to get back on, because we were getting more emails saying, "Hey, where are y'all? Where are y'all?" So it's a blessing.
It is.
We promise you all that if this was blessing you, and even tonight, if what we would discuss, and already if this is blessing you, to just let us know. And we would do what we can to just continue forums as this. Many people said it was safe. It was a time to laugh. And then watch this, marriage is being restored. Even in this, people coming to Christ. I mean, at the end of the day, that's who we are. In all the laughing and all the fun and all of the realness, we are. I'm a gospel preacher. I can't change who I am. And I always say God is the foundation of your marriage. God should be the foundation. He should be the center of your marriage. But not only should God be the center of your marriage, but you also have to be willing, and those of you that follow us know what I'm getting ready to say, you have to be willing to use practicality. And often I say, use both hands. You got to use spirituality, so that means you have to pray, and sometimes you have to pray hard. And if your wife happened to be from,
see, you start now.
Okay. She told me I had to be good tonight. Don't y'all get me in trouble. But you have to, spirituality, praying, that godly foundation, worshiping together, and you're going to go through life. Even in all of that, I'm always conscious of teaching at our church. Life happens to everybody. Life happens to everybody. I don't care who you are. Don't y'all, I'm telling you, these people that always act like they're tiptoeing through the tulips and life is always good and they never have issues and never went through anything, they can't help me. They can't help me. And they, what you say? And they lie. She got country in. They lie. And they can't help me. And watch this. If you're looking for somebody that's going to portray an image to you, that we just going to pray and we just going to live life and just tiptoe through the and we never have issues and our kids never go crazy and I never wished that I could send her back to her mama, you know, and vice versa. Well, you probably never felt that like that about me because, you know, I do all things well. But
Okay.
if you're looking for that, then we're not the ones that you want to talk to.
That's right.
Because when I tell you, I feel like in a lot of situations, we have been held and back 5 times or more. But what solidifies us to be able to talk, not only do we have Jesus, but we were able to put some practical things in place in our life to help push us and bring us to where we are now. So that's what it's all about. So with a lot of things we're going to talk about, I want to always lay this foundation. Jesus is the center.
He is.
Jesus, you're the center of my joy. Okay, so she just got saved Sunday, so she you know, but yeah, Jesus is the center. Jesus is the center of everything you do in life, really. In everything you do in life, Jesus should be the center, and you should do it as unto God, according to the scripture. However, we're here, that's the foundation, but we are here to give you practical, down-to-earth things to help you perfect your marriage. And let me tell you something, bro. I don't care how good you think it is, there's always something that we can do better. There's brothers, there's always something. Ask your wife right now, is there anything that I can do better? And if she be honest with you, I promise you, she can tell you something. And vice versa. No matter how good it is, being better does not mean that things are necessarily bad.
That's right. That's good.
But if life evolves, and we evolve in life, and life constantly changes, time move on, there are constantly things that we need to fine tune so that we can do better.
Yeah, that's true. Because what may have worked for me in the past may not work now.
Yeah, and some of these things we're going to rehearse. We've mentioned them before, but this is reloaded. So we got to talk about some things again, and just really so you can just keep it in your hearing. So you said it again, that some things that worked before in the young you don't work in the old you.
Right. See, I didn't say young and old.
Well, I'm just trying to help you explain it to the people. Well, I'm here to tell you that the 20-year-old you is not the 40-year-old you. It just is not.
And I'm aware.
Yeah, listen, at 20, whew,
what
no, we got it going on. But
no,
I'm just saying, at 20, I can take your leg and just, okay. I'm sorry. But I'm just, okay, I promised her I would be good. I'm just saying, okay, listen. Now, all of you that's been with your spouse for some time, you tell me if the 20-year-old, you know them, is the 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old. Yeah, it does get sweeter. Things get sweeter as the days go by. But some things change. And bones start popping.
But why we always got to talk about my bones?
I'm just saying.
What we talking about?
And so we've got to constantly work on us.
Yes, we do.
We got to constantly have real conversations, talk about real stuff. We can't be afraid to talk. Y'all stop laughing. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Look, we just got out of fast. Yesterday's service was awesome. I was tired. Look, tonight is the night, and I'm feeling mighty right. I know I'm making up the words, and I've been waiting. I'm saving all my love for you. Oh yeah, we're not gonna be on here long tonight. We just got out of fasting and prayer. Hey, glory to God. Hallelujah.
Somebody put the church went too early. They went too early.
I'm just saying, tonight we just breaking the ice. We just got off of fast. I don't even know. We just got finished fasting. I just got finished abstaining. And last night, you go to bed like old people.
You still calling the phone.
Well, you go to bed like old people. You go to bed like your mom.
It was about.
You do.
Ooh, I hope she.
It was about 11 o'clock last year.
It was about 11 o'clock when I went to
bed.
Baby, no. It was after 10.
Baby, no, you never go to bed after 10. Anybody that's been to our house and spent time with, look, anybody that been
I
that
go
house
in the
and spend time,
room.
you go in the room and watch this. You don't even say good night. Don't let them spend the night. You will go in the room and then they ask me, well, where's Lady Beers? Where's Kizzie? She in there, and after a while I get. So did you? What time did you go to bed?
It was about 11 o'clock. It was after, well, maybe 10:45.
So it was after 11 o'clock. Now it's 10:45.
I said it was about 11
Now
o'clock.
you giving one of the answers the kids give when we ask them. Yeah, what time you got home? About 11. What time you get home? What 10:30? No. What time you get home? 10:30. What time did you get home? 11. What time did you get home? Well, 11:45. What time did you get 1 o'clock in the morning? What time did you get home?
It was around 11 o'clock.
I bet they fall asleep before they get to break their fast. Yeah. So I don't know. It moved quickly. So anyway, nevertheless, so RC Nation, y'all pray for your pastor. I'm just saying. How do we get to that? I was saying something.
You were talking about practicality and spirituality.
Yeah, practicality and spirituality. So we've got to constantly evolve. Not listen, physically. I mean, I can't eat like I used to eat because it all sits. It all sits here on me. You know, I can't eat like I used to eat. I gotta be more intentional about working out. Come on, couples, let's talk real. I gotta be more intentional about working out, and I gotta be more intentional about who I am physically, because physically I'm not the same. And so I always want to be in a place that I can fulfill your needs. We're talking good already. As a man, I need to be in a place that I can always fulfill your needs. Because I think a lot of times, we see it lopsided, especially those that came from a traditional culture. And a lot of times we always make it about the wife fulfilling the needs of the man. Because he is the head. And I listen, the man should be the head.
That's right.
It should be the head. I mean, we are men. We are men. That does not mean we what's the word? Dominate. Okay? That does not mean that we control.
That's right.
But I believe that as it has nothing to do with who makes the most money. It has nothing to do with any of that. But from what I believe as a Christian from Scripture. Now, if you're not a Christian and you own here now, don't this is not up for debate. But from what the Bible says, God being the head of Christ, Christ being the head of man, man being the head of woman. So I believe that we are, as men, the leaders. We are called to lead.
That's right.
We are called. We should have the mindset to handle things. Make our home a sanctuary. Not just the woman's job,
That's right.
but the man's job. But I'm thinking so much with the traditional culture, it was more on the woman to please the man. It's in a lot of traditional cultures. The woman please the man. The woman do this. The woman do that. The woman makes sure everybody is straight. But I believe that there needs to be a balance. The Bible says to be unbalanced, it is abomination to God. And I know this is my Bible study, but I told you I'm a preacher. What else can I do? I believe in the word of God. And again, everybody can believe what they believe, but when the Christians stand on what they believe in the word of God, it's the issue. No, I believe in this word, and I believe that there should be a balance. So what we have learned to do is flow together, because you came from a traditional culture. So there's a lot of things that you did, it was off balance. And as we got older, as we evolved, I saw certain things that were wearing you out. I saw certain things in me that was too much. You saw certain things that you started that needed to shift, that you started in the beginning of the marriage. And then we got to a place where we started enjoying marriage, because you don't want your marriage to feel like a chore.
That's good.
Not every day.
Not every day.
Now someday, okay, life happens.
It does.
But you don't want your marriage to feel like a chore every day. I hated chores coming up. And to be honest with you, I don't too much care for them now. I do them because I want my house to be a certain way.
Right.
And I do as less as possible because I got kids. My parents used to say they wouldn't even let us run the dishwasher coming up. Because my daddy said, why do he need to run the dishwasher? Because that time it was me and my sister when he got 4 good hands at the house. I had kids, and Daddy, I believe that. No, we will run the dishwasher. But we got to constantly evolve and do things so that you can be better.
That's right.
Do things so that you can learn each other's changes, learn how to keep each other stimulated.
That's right.
Yeah, learn how to keep each other stimulated. Learn how to keep each other, again, mentally, physically, emotionally, doing what it takes.
Doing what it takes. Because we're constantly evolving. Like you said, we're constantly changing. Life happens, and things may happen even in life that causes us to, I may view something one way, but something could happen in life to make me change my view.
Absolutely.
And so we have to constantly be on guard. That's a good word. Be on guard with how we are with each other as when it comes to pleasing one another and fulfilling the needs of each other. So yeah.
Because marriage is about fulfilling the need of the other person.
Right.
It's not about, and that's why I always say that marriage is for the mature.
Yeah.
Marriage is for the mature and really for the spiritual. Because you have to have that mindset, because it's easy to make everything about you.
It sure is.
It's easy to make situations about you.
It sure is.
You know, it's easy to take things personal. Everything is not personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
it's easy to feel like what you're doing is right. It's easy to feel like everything that you're doing in the relationship is right.
Say that again.
It's easy to feel like everything that you're doing is right. And you said something about practicality and spirituality. Okay, so you know, on the spiritual side, when you need to go pray.
Hold that thought. Kimberly, don't it feel good? She said she got a dishwasher now. I love it. Amen. All right, go ahead.
So even with the spirituality, yeah, you're having that conversation with God and you're praying, but what about that conversation with that spouse? Sometimes instead of going, and I'm gonna say don't admit praying, we should pray anyway. But sometimes what you really need to do is have that conversation with that spouse to find out what they're thinking, what's really going on, what's on their mind, what's changed in them for them to act the way that they're acting when it comes to you. Sometimes we go all around the world instead of dealing with the issue.
And wrap it in spirituality.
Yeah.
You running for the Lord. No, keep running for the Lord, but you better talk to your spouse.
Yeah.
You praying, you better go have sex with that man.
Come on.
You better go give him some.
Come on.
You better go give him some after the fast.
Oh, really?
No, but seriously, okay, so here's the premise of use both hands. And when Nehemiah was building the wall, the Bible says he had a sword in one hand and he began to build with the other. He used both hands.
Okay.
So I know I'm talking to a lot of people that are spiritual. Listen, y'all, tag somebody, tag them, share, and don't y'all hang up. Do not hang up. Do not hang up. All right? And so, but that's what it is in marriage. It's that fighting spiritually, but also practically, being able to build. Being able to have those conversations to fix things. How do you feel? What's going on with you? How many times you may know something is going on with your spouse, but because of how you feel, you won't say anything. You won't have a conversation. A peaceful conversation. But yet you just prayed. You just got out a morning devotion. You're on everybody's prayer line on Facebook.
Come on.
You're on everybody's prayer line via conference call. All those things are good.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's doing you no good if you can't live life practically.
It's a good that's doing you no good.
Say that again. Man, that was good.
It's a good that's doing you no good.
That's a Pierce point.
It's a Pierce
point. Oh, I guess she power point. Okay, all right. It's a good that's doing you no good. I often say, see, God don't want you to be a religious nut in your marriage. He wants you to produce fruit. And it's amazing how in marriages, we equate the Bible to everything else but our spouse. If somebody do you wrong at work, you say, you know what? I'm going to pray and I'm going to kill them with kindness. Let your spouse make you mad. You go to Hades. Let your spouse do something to you. You'll come home, you'll not speak, you not look at them. Hateful, nasty.
Won't do your
You normally would cook. What you gonna say?
Yeah, those white. What I was gonna say from speaking from a woman's perspective, those wifely duties that you have y'all, the way that y'all run
how
your house, you don't do them anymore because you're mad. But you have that relationship with God. You just came out of prayer. You just got done fasting.
On your way to church.
On your way to church and just
on your way to speak.
Yeah, all these different things, all these activities you're doing unto God. But you can't even have that relationship, have that communication with your spouse.
A conversation. How many times love? How many times if a person does something against you, how many times you forgive them in a day? What is it, 70 times 70? And then, but you apply that to
everybody,
your trifling cousins.
The one that you don't have a covenant with.
Say that again.
The one that you don't have a covenant
with. The one that you did not make a vow.
Come on.
To love, honor, and cherish.
Yes.
I feel this, y'all. The one that you did not make a vow to love, honor, and cherish. That you see every now and then. That you can't even be the real you in front of, because really you don't want them to feel like they're doing better than you. But here it is, the person who know everything about you, know you in and out, down to your dirty clothes.
Come on.
Down to your dirty clothes. Instead of you of fighting to make that work, you would rather live in turmoil. You would rather live in turmoil. You know why? Because you don't want to do the work. This whole piece came up today about trust. We were talking about, on the question of the day, I asked, how do you regain trust in a marriage? How do you regain trust in a relationship once it has been compromised? Because there's so much that can happen in life, okay? There's so much that can happen in life that the person you are married to, in relationship with, can do to jar your trust. Yeah. And it may be something too that happened, but what makes it so bad is how you perceive it.
That's good.
I'll say it again. It may be something that happened, but what makes it so bad is how you perceive it. Sometimes it's things just that bad. All couples go through anything. It's not always infidelity. It's not always cheating with someone. Right. I've seen it in marriage, doing what we do. God, it's an honor to help and talk to so many couples. But I've seen it where a trust is broken because someone does something financially behind the spouse back. Yeah. And then something comes up and they have no choice. They don't have any other choice but to share. Which is why I do believe in building on the premise. Now, this takes growth because you both have to have a certain mindset, come together, that there shouldn't be anything hidden when both our things, but it's a premise of hiding. Those of you that follow us, I stuttered. But yeah, before anything that you're hiding, okay, anything that you're hiding that can cause division in the marriage. I'm not talking about how you give, okay, because your birthday coming up on the 20th. 20th. Okay, all right. Your birthday coming up on the 20th. Yes. And but thank God, I'm like the Jehovah's Witness. I don't celebrate birthdays.
No way.
No. I'm gonna turn it to the Jehovah's Witness.
No, you
not making fun
at
Jehovah's Witness. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But man, you made me lose train of thought.
I made you.
Yeah, I was getting ready to make a point. Your birthday.
About hiding stuff.
Yeah. So okay, so if I got some things, that's something that's gonna bless you. But you never hide anything that's gonna cause division.
That motive.
Say it again.
It's about your motive.
What's the motive in hiding?
Yeah. Why are you hiding it? Yeah.
Is it earnestly to cover, or is it earnest to cover your spouse, or is it earnestly not to show you up? Is the motive behind it? What's the motive? Because motives mean everything. Is it because you don't trust your spouse?
Come on.
Because some people are deceptive about certain things because they don't trust their spouse.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. And a way to check if your motive is right is if you put yourself in that spouse's shoes and reverse the roles and say, well, if this was me, if they were me, how would they feel?
Wow.
If I did this. That's a way to check your motive. So for instance, you're talking about hiding the money. Well, if I was hiding money from you, then I need to check myself and say, well, if he was doing this to me, how would I feel?
Yeah.
So that's a way that you can check your motive, because a lot of times we claim the reason why we do stuff, we're justified in what we do.
Wow.
But we're not really justified in it, because if we would feel offended or feel some type of way, then we ought to check why we're doing what we're doing.
Say it again. If we would feel offended, so if I do something to you that would offend me, I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
How many times have you told your spouse, just think about it, if I would have said that to you, if I would have done that to you, you would have had a fit.
Yeah.
And so we have to remember that in what we're doing when it comes to our spouse.
That's right.
Man, this is good. Are y'all enjoying this? So with this whole piece on trust, how to regain trust, let me say this first. Things happen in marriages. Yeah. Things happen. Somebody put that in the comments. Put it in the comments. Things happen. Sometimes it's because of how you perceive it. Sometimes, because of things that I've gone through in life, you've said things and didn't mean it how I perceived it, right, but it did something on the inside of me. Yeah. So you also have to, that's the spiritual part of your heart clear so that you won't make something be that is not.
Yes. Yes.
That's good. That's good. You want to have your heart clear so you won't make something be that is not. Because if your heart is not clear, you will accuse your spouse of doing something that I saw you looking at him. I saw, maybe I saw you looking at her. Well, I mean, she was from here to here. Everybody saw. Ray Charles dead and blind, and he saw. And watch this. That ain't even what he liked.
Come on now.
But because there's something in you, or maybe something happened while y'all was dating, or something happened in the marriage. Maybe you saw something with your brothers, or something, man, this is good, or something with your parents, or something with other men. Whatever it is, you begin to deal with him from a perception that was not the actual reality. Yeah. And you want to be careful with that. Yeah. Because sometimes you have an issue with trust, and it can very well be your fault.
Yes. Oh, wow.
You can have an issue with trust. Because you have an issue with trust, that does not mean your issues with trusting is warranted. But this is why also you want to build this communication piece with your spouse so that you all can be able to talk about the issue. Because in my immaturity, I would go off, I would act a certain way. I would not talk. Come on, y'all, let's talk real. Let's talk real. I would not talk. I would be angry. Yeah. I would do something nasty. Okay? And what I mean by doing something nasty, what's the word? Petty, yeah. So I'll go to, we both love seafood. I'll go to the seafood restaurant and just come back with a plate. Yep. And they say, oh, you can have some of this if you want it while I'm eating. Yeah. Petty. And all because of how I perceive something that caused me to have an issue with trust, when really that thing and even your character was far from that.
Yeah. So you had an obscure view.
Wow, look at you using those words from Tipton.
That is not.
She's a, yeah, a skirt.
Skirt.
See,
See, you better say it. Blurred vision. How about that? Based on something on the inside of you. So
Yeah.
you can't. Your perception is off based on what you have on the inside of you. So you're.
And some of y'all saying petty, but come on, y'all, let's be real. Tell the truth, change the check. Look, now I'm doing it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. How many times you been petty in the marriage? You left, let me help you out. Yeah, you've been petty. You left without saying goodbye.
Yeah, slam the door.
You brushed something, but there's over because you walked by so quick and just looked at it and just left it there. You normally would, but to this time you did. That is petty. And marriage is not for the. Come on, y'all. Let's talk real. Y'all, who's ever been petty? If you've been married some years, you've been petty at some point. Yes. I don't care what you say.
Yes.
The only way you ain't been petty, you had somebody that you could just get to quickly. That's what it is. You had somebody that you could get to quickly, and so you didn't care about what was going on in their house. Because I don't care who you are, you've had a petty moment. Even if it was just ignoring them.
Yep.
Even if it was just ignoring them. Even if it was just brushing them off. Even if it was just being a smart aleck. You have had petty moments. Look, Mother Arlindo, she said, look. Yeah, come on now, Victoria, that's right. But Roderick, the great Pastor D, bless you, man. We've had petty moments with our spiritual stuff. I'm talking about, watch this, all the leaders that's on here, straight petty on the way to church, straight petty on the way to church. Pull up to the store, to get some gum, because you got to have some gum or some peppermints going to church. Some Tic Tac, some Mentos, you got to have that. You just got to have it. And so go to the store, and normally, you all right? You all right? And normally, I would go in and get something, and I keep looking at the time. I'll get my pack. I'll get her pack. But this time, I come out with my pack and say, "Oh, you wanted something?" What? Watch this. You normally would give me the. You ain't said you wanted nothing.
I normally don't have to.
What? Right. And then I say, I can't read your mind while I'm backing up. That's the problem now. You want somebody to read your mind. That's really what I wanted to tell you. But in my pettiness, instead of talking, instead of communicating, on our way to worship the Lord, on our way to worship, to lift our hands and glorify God, straight petty. And really, that's not a place that the Father honors.
Yeah.
You will have petty moments, but if that moment come up, you want to grow. When you got some time in the game, certain things, the Bible talks about when I was a child, I acted as a child. When I became grown, when I got older, once I matured,
put away childish things.
I put away childish things.
Yeah.
So you may be young, you could be in your 20s, but still put away mature. You don't want to do the same thing in the 3-year-old marriage that you did when the marriage was 3 months. In the 20-year that you did when the marriage was 14.
Yeah.
Evolve, grow, be mature. And again, so it going back to what I was saying. Sometimes, are we helping any of you? Sometimes it's our perception. It's our perception. It's how we saw it that caused us to have issues.
It wasn't even like that.
Because it wasn't even like that. He's texting to tell his job that he's going, the boss said he's going to be late, or he's texting to maybe find out what happened in the shift before, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You got issues because you have issues in your heart. Now you have a problem because you're assuming now. You acting like you sleep, but I wonder who he texting this day. Now, and so here it is. Now you have issues. Now you have issues not knowing what the deal is. But yet, I think Erica put it on here, being too prideful to talk about it. Being too prideful to talk about it. Being too prideful to be wrong. Look, we got years in the game now. I don't mind being wrong. I mean, where you going to go? It ain't gonna get no better than this.
My
Where's she gonna run but to the Lord?
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, well, where you gonna go?
I'm not responding to that.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I mean, we got so now. Why am I gonna try to cover how I feel?
Right.
Let's talk about it so that we can be okay. Let's talk about it so that we can trust.
That's right. You got to talk about it. You got to talk about it because you don't want to live in a house where there's no peace. The Bible even talks about that. You know, He's given us peace. I mean, why would I want to live in a place where we're constantly at each other's throat? We're constantly arguing or not even saying anything to each other, ignoring each other. I don't want to leave out my house where I can't talk to my husband, but I can go to my job and have conversations with everybody on my job. What kind of relationship is that?
And that's how you start developing this foolishness that they call house work husbands and work wives. A lot of times it start out very, just a little joke.
Yeah. And it grows into something else. And then you said about evolving. We have to evolve. So I need to communicate with you how I feel.
That's right, Miss K started. Where you gonna go? I'm sorry to cut you. Yeah, Lady Bishop, where she gonna go? Where she gonna go? I'm going with her.
Lord.
Jesus.
You were talking about evolving and growing. And
yes.
So what came to me was when you said that, well, just like a person, if they don't grow, they're considered.
Miss Pat said, "Hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle."
If that growth is stunted, then they kind of label them as being a certain type of retardation. So, do you want to have a marriage that's retarded?
Yeah, I think they say that retarded now is considered a what you call it? What is a derogatory? They think you should like mentally challenged. I get what you're saying, but I just
so our marriage is mentally challenged.
It's challenged.
It's challenged.
It's retarded.
But it's retarded.
Yeah.
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 Because you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not trying to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the point I was trying to make. You can kind of make me lose it, but yeah, that's kind of what I was trying.
Because I'm lost.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me again. Okay, because I'm back. Tell me. Because you were saying that the person.
We're talking about evolving,
changing, growing together.
Growing together, but if you're not growing together, your growth is stunted. And what kind of marriage is that? To be in that same place for years and not go and not grow and evolve with each other. Like, who wants to be in an unhappy marriage?
Anything that do not grow is challenged. Yeah. That's what you were saying.
That's what I was saying.
You don't want to have a retarded marriage.
Yeah.
And nothing against anybody or anybody deals with anybody that's challenged. Yeah.
That, but the marriage.
I just try to be politically correct now. That's what somebody told me. It's not political, but the marriage
within itself
is retarded. Mm-hmm. Because guess what? Because people say, "Oh, I'm outgrowing my husband. I'm outgrowing my wife. I'm outgrowing them." Oh, this is one that really just gets me. I'm outgrowing them spiritually. What?
How?
Yeah. So that's a lesson in itself. I'm outgrowing them. Well, guess what? If you feel like you're the higher one, okay, and then you should bear. The Bible talks about this, and we often say it in church: bear the infirmities of the weak. Yeah. But why you don't do that in your marriage? Why you bear the infirmities when it comes down to everything else but your marriage?
Everybody else.
So watch this. They may be on a different level, but that means you humble yourself and bear them so that you continue to grow. Mm-hmm. Other than that, even though one may be here and the other there, you are still challenged.
That's right.
You are still challenged. Mm-hmm. You are still retarded. Yeah. Because again, what God honors is a just weight. Mm-hmm. So stop using excuses like we on different levels. Mm-hmm. We on different levels. Or I'm higher than them. Well, bear their infirmity and lift them up. Tell your spouse right now, I got you. Tell them I got you. Because guess what? There are areas that she's high on and I'm lower. I mean, not many that I'm. That's it. Hold your peace. Let the Lord fight your battle. But that area is high on and I'm low. That's what the point is about. But guess what? That's where we compliment each other.
Yeah.
That's what. Let me tell you how. When I want to get a prayer through, and I pray, I believe in the power of prayer. Let me tell you how I will call Kizzie Pierce and say, hey, I need God to do this. Hey, what do you think about this? I don't make no big decision without coming to you. Yeah. Tell me what the Lord is saying in your spirit. Right. Tell me what. Now watch this. I may be the pastor, but that's where we bring the balance. I'm boisterous, I'm loud, I'm the talker, okay? But we have learned each other's high points. So if there's an area in faith, and listen, we balance each other. Because that time I'll come to her, she said, hey baby, wait a minute. No, this is her. Here she is. Here, so watch this. We're growing together. That's right. We're growing together. Okay. Or there's a time I'm here, she's here. Right. And I look and I'm like, wait a minute. We're doing life together. That's right. We're doing life together. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? So watch what I gotta do. Humble myself. Watch this. That's what Jesus did on the cross. Humble myself to what? Bring her up. So that we can be in a just way. So that's important to remember that. Okay, that's important to remember that. So this whole piece on trust, let me say this too. That when it comes to trust, in our last few minutes together, are y'all enjoying this tonight? Singles, are y'all getting this? The singles, y'all stay tuned. Y'all be connected too. You need to hear this. When it comes to trust, you cannot put anybody. I had a conversation with somebody today and it blessed me. We often have shared this as we're teaching couples. I love you. I love you. You're my girl. You my world. The turtle. You got to actually say a word. Okay, I got to work on my freestyle. But watch this. Stop laughing. Y'all stop laughing over there too. Now, so watch this. I love you, I honor you, and I trust you. But I cannot put you before my trust for God. Wow. My trust in God. I've always got to remember that you're still flesh. Ooh, that's good. This is going to help a couple. You're not supernatural. Neither I am. Neither am. My degree is not in sentence making. Sentence making, grammar. Same thing. I mean, they that's the new kind. Just like they done changed up the name. That's the new kind. But I'm not supernatural. You're not supernatural. He's the only one that's supernatural. That means, I'm not making excuses, but I want you to see this. This is going to help somebody. Take it for who it's for. You will make mistakes. Yes. You will not hit the mark every time. You will have a moment. And I cannot allow, somebody's watching, you're in a marriage and you're miserable. You're not going to go anywhere. But you are allowing yourself to die miserably because you put that spouse in a place that you never should have. Wow. Already knowing in the back of your mind some things that would happen. Again, it's bigger than infidelity. It's bigger than infidelity. But already knowing that they had the proclivity to do certain things. And so now when things happen, everything is shattered. Because even with your spouse, you can put them in a place that is out of order. Jesus. Because watch this. Jesus said, this is what God said. I don't want you to have another man before. Worship me and worship me only. That's right. So whatever you put before God, there's going to be distractions and fractions and the issues that take place. Yeah. So we got to remember that in trusting, develop a trust for God even greater, because he's the only one that can keep the marriage. Right. Am I making sense to anybody? Yes. He is the only one that can keep the marriage. So God, I love them, I honor them, and I don't want to be with anybody that I can't trust. I don't want to be with somebody that I know blessed me in the entire neighborhood. Come on. I mean, with the kind of blessings I'm, Yeah, I don't want to be with somebody that I can't trust with my heart, with me, my secrets that I can't. I want to have developed a trust. Watch this, single people. Don't get with anybody that you gotta always feel like you gotta have an eye right here. That you always gotta discern and try to figure out. No. That you don't want to live like that. And if you're doing that now, marrying them is not going to help. It's going to make it worse. Yeah. Y'all, come on now. I'm talking to good. So, but I want to have that trust there, but not greater than my trust in the Father. Because if you nut up on me, it's going to hurt me. And even if I'm in Blaylock, I still want to be able to worship. Those in Albany, Georgia, y'all know where Blaylock is. I still want to be able to worship. Even if I'm in jail, I want to be able to worship. I want to have that relationship solid. But seriously, or should I say spiritually, family, you want to be in a place that if your children do something, you can't tell me it's not going to hurt you. It should. You love them. You bore them. You made them. You took care of them, whether biological or not. I told you I don't believe in step kids, and I don't play step bills. I don't pay step. I don't buy step clothes. School clothes. I don't pay for step meals. So But watch this. It's out of order if you have placed them before God. That as they're growing and doing certain things, figuring certain things out, if it just knocks you totally off course, if it just messes up, causes you to totally shatter, you have that. You don't have that in the proper order. Why? Because even with your children, whoever, anybody that's on this earth, they are not supernatural. Put everybody in their place, and when we do that, we can enjoy life better. So watch this. How do you regain trust? Watch this. A sincere confession of what? Truth. A sincere confession of truth. Watch this. Say for instance, if a person had an affair, I'll use that for this because we only have a couple more minutes, and I want to give you these quickly. Say that a person had an affair. Okay. Now you want to confess. Say your spouse find out about it. You want to confess. Listen to me. Don't hang up. And you want to confess the whole truth. But that does not mean every intimate detail.
That's good.
That does not mean every intimate detail. Now, hear me, y'all. That puts a lot of burden on the shoulders of the betrayed spouse. Puts a lot of burden on their shoulders, okay? But that don't mean every intimate detail when I say the whole truth. But the rule of thumb here, hear me, y'all, and this is the reality. This is the reality. And put my email address up. Put my email address up. Yeah. Because I'll get some emails. All right. Hear me. Okay. But if you want to seriously rebuild trust with your spouse, confess anything that if they would find out later, okay, it will undermine the rebuilding of trust. Anything that you would find out later, this is going to help somebody. Anything that you will find out, bless you, Chantel DeShages, hey, this should be on it. Anything that you will find out later, anything that your spouse will find out later, don't y'all miss next Monday night because we're going to finish these. And we didn't even get to the chocolate letter. But all we're giving y'all is an hour. We got to go. We got homework. We just came off a fast, okay? How many of y'all going to be on next week? Anything that your spouse will find out later, okay? Please hit the totality of this, so you got to come back next week. You want to confess it. I'm going to read to you a chocolate letter of individuals that had an issue. I'm going to read it next week. Watch this. And the issue came up in their marriage because something came out about the wife that she did not reveal to the husband. They lived in a small city, and the wife was like that song, "Come on, baby, let me buy you around." You've been saved all your life. Buy you around so we can get to the kissing and the hugging, so we can get to the kissing and the hugging, so we can get to the and the ah. Who remember that song? Who remembers that song? Who remembers that song? Who remember that song? Y'all tell me. But I think Charlie Wilson sang. I don't know. But anyway, everybody kind of by several people. She just had a very wild life that she did not share with him. Okay, and so now it has brought issues. Whoever did their counseling did not share the wisdom. And this couple I've already talked to, give them the wisdom to share anything that can come back later and break the trust in your relationship. Share anything that will come back later and break the trust in your relationship. Pastor D, no, that's not before your time. You was in church carrying during that time. You was saved. Anything. And so watch this, and we gotta go. Man, we didn't finish. I got 3 more that you can't miss next week. You just gotta come back home because we're not rushing with this. No. We're gonna enjoy this. And I gotta give away some stuff. I gotta give away some. Don't y'all hang up, but watch this. Anything that will come back, and if you disagree, you got to come back next week. Come back, man, huffing and puffing and all. But anything, single people, anything, when I'm doing marriage counseling, if there's anything about you that can come back, I'm not telling you every detail. Well, you know, when I was 12, I sat in Miss Long's class. Okay, y'all remember I told y'all about Miss Long.
Oh my God!
Shut your mouth. Miss Long, no, that was a fine white woman. See, back then, white women didn't look like that. But she was fine.
Look like what?
She was fine. She was shapely. Okay. Back. Can I say that?
You already said
it. But y'all know what I'm saying. I don't mean no harm. So I'm just saying back then, it was.
I know what you mean.
I used to love going to Miss Long class. I tried to find her on Facebook too. I was in 6th grade. I guess she told me on the video. That woman, she taught science. Miss Long, shut your mouth. I loved her class. Don't know how I passed. 6th grade. But anyway, I'm not going back to say, oh yeah, when I was 12, when I was 13, or when I was 15, when I was 21, and I did. But anything that can come back and haunt you later, break trust later, even if it's not sexual, you need to talk about it. If you got a record, you need to discuss that. Talking about that later. If she has kids and you're a sex offender, you need to be talking about that. You have kids, other children, a child you gave up for an adoption, you need to talk about that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if that child come and find you 10 years later or 20 years later? How are you going to explain that? So if you're going to marry somebody, or if you're going to marry somebody, singles, if you are married, you've got to be willing to talk. You got to be willing to share anything that's going to come back that could cause an issue when it comes to trusting later. You got to talk about it. You got to talk about it. Okay? You got to talk about it. So that's one major thing in rebuilding the trust. Anything that's going to can come back again. How many of you in your relationship said, if you just would have told me? Why didn't you tell me? How could you not tell me? And sometimes the individual is more hurt because the person did not
didn't share.
Did not share.
Yeah, as opposed to the action that they did. Yeah.
Somebody is saying that. Shut your mouth. Yeah. but really. So they're more hurt now. Why didn't you tell me? You should have told me. In Reloaded, we're going to share with you more issues that we failed in. So next week, we're going to share something with you that she did.
What?
We're going to share something with you that she did and how we failed in that area. How we failed. So you got to come back next week. Oh, yeah. She's going to share something with you that I did. How we failed, how we bounced back, and why we are able to teach you. All right, here we go. What did y'all enjoy tonight? All right, here we go. Don't miss next week. It's going to continue. All right, with a $30 gift certificate to Chanel's, all kind of body scrubs and all kind of soaps and get you right for Valentine's Day. with your husband. First Lady Boss Call. First Lady Boss Call. They will be contacting you as soon as we get off, and I've seen your name. First Lady Boss Call. All right, here's $100. These are the people that responded to the question of the day. Y'all stay tuned. Soon we'll have our Raw, Real, and Uncut Facebook page, and we'll be going live from there. So you'll be able to connect with that. We got great things playing. Y'all, we got great things playing. All right, $30 gift certificate. And so what you'll do, well, they'll send you instructions of what to do, and you have 24 hours to go and place your order in. After 24 hours, it is denied. All right, Dan Ye Grant. Dan Ye Grant, you have a $50 gift certificate at what's the juice? What's the
Curiously Delicious.
Yeah, Curiously Delicious. My mind was blank. Curiously Delicious. Dan Ye Grant, $50. All right, and the winner of the $100, the winner of the $100 tonight is Ramon T. Sanpree. Yeah, that's one of our Colorado family. All right, yeah. He's been connected since the pandemic.
Yes.
All right, so they'll be getting in contact with you as soon as you're off. Listen, as soon as we get off. If you're on tonight and you have not done so, I will be posting throughout the week on my personal page. So if we're friends already, good. It won't let me take any more. I am at the limit. I can't take any friends there. But all of you that are on, go to Bishop Norman Pierce. Bishop Norman Pierce. I can't take any on my personal page. Can't take any more. Wish I could. Go to Bishop Norman Pierce. Hear me, RC Nation. Even all of you millennials that sent me a friend request, go there next week. Bishop Norman Pierce. Go to that page and like that page. Because you're going to have opportunity to win gift certificates, win cash, and all type of things. It's going to be real clear what you need to do. So make sure you connect with that. And also, since you're at it, connect with the Real Church Albany page. Just go and like that page as well. All right. Did y'all enjoy tonight? Did y'all really have fun? Listen, next week, here's my goal. Next week, listen, we're not going to go on any rabbit trails. We're going to come in, we're going to hit that chocolate letter, and 30 to 40 minutes, we're going to be out of here. All right? I'm so glad you tuned in. Don't forget, if you have anything you want us to talk about, you want to send in the chocolate letter, you have questions, you can send that in. These Monday nights, Reloaded, is going to be awesome. Don't miss one, because you never know when we're going to take a break and come on back again. Shout out to that company that did this for us. I love it. And I had to look down. We don't have on our t-shirts tonight. Yeah, we had so we'll represent that next week. I'll tell you more about this company. All right. Love you all. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Next week, 8 p.m. Same time, same place, Monday night, Raw, Real, and Uncut, Reloaded.